I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for hanging in there. You back? Everybody back? I promise you I was not going to come on tonight because I really wasn't feeling well, but I decided that I would come on and meet with you guys for a little while. Okay, in collection agencies, if you sent them a letter telling them to cease and desist and they still call you, that's $1,000 as well. So there's a lot of money in your credit report. And before you allow someone to tell you to dispute everything on your credit report, know which accounts you're disputing. Please know what accounts you're disputing, because you can actually remove an account that could be converted into a good account or an account that was actually helping your credit score. So don't believe anybody that says dispute everything on your credit report, because some things on your credit report should not be touched. Period. Period. Should not be touched. Let me see what else. The grading system, I think I talked about that. Your score is generated by a computer, not a person. So all of the account descriptions, how many times late, every little thing on your credit report that's there generates a score, or triggers a score or a low score, or it wouldn't be on there if it didn't. So you have to go through every account with a fine-tooth comb and make sure you understand what those account descriptions are, because those account descriptions sometimes are in code. And if you don't know what the code is, you basically at a losing end right now. I choose to do this business because I'm passionate about it and I like fixing things. So it's a puzzle for me to get someone's credit report and convert it. I really, really, really love, hey, thank you, I'm the bomb. Thank you guys so much. But I really like to get an account and convert it. I'd rather convert it into a good account versus deleting it altogether, because sometimes it's a lot of people putting an account to edit. They were to send certified mail. Yeah, they're supposed to notify you before they put it on the credit report, but they send out those letters. But what if you moved? What if you got 1,500 addresses on your credit report and they sending it to the last one they had? So that's their way of notifying you, hey, you're the one that didn't update your credit report, to make sure they sent it to you so you can respond so they don't put it on your credit report. So it's very important. I've had people have 3, 4, 5 pages of addresses. Where do you live? Where do you live? Because it's ridiculous that you don't even think to update your credit report. Just look at it, because it is your report card. It is what everybody sees about you. So when anybody asks you for your social, why do you need my social? Are you going to pull my credit? We're going to do a soft pull. There's no such thing as a soft pull. If your score is a 200 and you lose 1 point, that's a hard D pull. I was going to cuss, because I hate when people tell me that we're going to do a soft pull on your credit. You're not going to do a soft pull on my credit. If you pull my credit at all, it's a hard pull. I don't need to lose 1 point when I have 200. So you got to be sure you know the difference between a hard pull and a soft pull. Really, there is no soft pull. Hey, Karita. A soft pull basically is the company that you have an account with. When they pull your credit periodically, that is a soft pull. That means it does not hurt your score. They're just looking in and seeing what you have, because you have an account relationship with them. They have access to your credit report. It does not affect your score. But when you apply for credit, it hurts your credit. So basically, you need to know if you're applying for credit sometimes. Hey, apply for this credit card. We'll give you 10% off your JCPenney's bill today. 10% off of 200 is really not a lot of money for a hit on your credit. And know you're going to get the credit before you apply for it so that you offset the hit. Anytime you get available credit added to your report and you got an inquiry, that available credit is going to override the hit that you got. So if you don't know that you're going to override the hit, then you're stuck again. Just applying for credit. And please, people with $250 credit cards on their credit report, get rid of them after you've established other cards. Do not close the cards now. But when you have $250 credit limits on your credit report, that's all the other creditor is going to give you. That's all they're going to give you because that's all they see you can manage. So if you can set yourself up with a secured credit card and put your own money on it, then that would be the route to go, because when other creditors see you have a $1,000 credit card, they're going to match that. But if you notice that all credit card offers come in the mail to you is going to be with the same limit because that's all they see you can maintain. And I can spend $250 sleep. I can go to the grocery store one trip and my card is maxed out. And when you use 50% of the limit, your score is down again. Wow, you really got to figure this thing out. So never apply for a credit card if they're going to give you a $250 limit. If you're starting with your secured card like that, cool. Increase the limit every 30 to 45 days, moving it up to match your household bills. To match your household bills. Why? Because you need to be paying your household bills with your credit cards. Yes, with your credit cards. You need to be paying your household bills with your credit cards. Why? Because those are the things that you pay. Hey, Shamir. Those are the things you pay every month without fail, but you're not getting credit for it. And all of them take the card. I'm not telling people to go in debt, but I'm telling you to put your bill money on a secure card and let your bills come off of it. This is how you build credit, by paying your household bills every day. I just don't understand. You have a credit card. You have a credit card and you have your bills come off the card. You put your money on the card, you have your bills come off the card. This is how you get credit for your lights, cell phone, water, cable. Make sense? Is this making sense to anybody? Are you guys out there? Give me a 1 if this is making sense to you guys. Yes. Give me a minute. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I need to know. I see y'all quiet. Y'all was not, when y'all was not speaking, I know y'all listening. Okay. And also the credit cards. Please, 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 please. Don't apply for credit cards that you got a $250 limit and it has, it comes with a $100 balance on it already. And you're paying $25 a month just to have the card. And you're already maxed out the day you get the card. I see so many people with credit cards that they are paying to keep. Close it. It's not benefiting you at all. I know you got a credit card. I know you pull it out every now and then to show people you got a credit card, but that card is not working for you. And department store credit cards, interest rates are really, really high. So if you can just get a regular credit card and go to the department store with that, that's cool if you don't know how to avoid paying interest. That is another subject that I will talk about, how to avoid paying interest on all credit cards. I am on Facebook. I have a credit club. It's called Pursue, Overtake, and Recover Credit Club on Facebook. I am Rachel Spade Hudson on Facebook. I have my businesses on Facebook, Pursue, Overtake, and Recover Services. You can email me your questions and I will broadcast them live on Periscope so that you can get your questions answered. I received my first client from Periscope last week. My first Periscope, I obtained a client. I know you're working on mine, but I have a situation. Email me your situations and I will get right back with you. Well, I'm working on 1,100 clients' credit reports right now worldwide. I'm a licensed realtor. I refer real estate deals all over the United States. And I'm happy to work with agents. I'm happy to work with other brokers, other realtors. And I also fix credit for other realtors' clients so they can move into their homes. So I don't bite. Don't be afraid to call me if you have any issues. I am kind of busy. I am writing my first book now. Thank you, Karita. And also the applications you can get online at www.porservices.com. That's porservices.com. I am doing a promotion right now, but I'm not going to broadcast it on social media because it's for those who call this month and start this month. I'm not broadcasting it because I don't know how long I'm going to do the promotion. But right now, I'm trying to come up with a different plan to see if it's going to work. So get online, get your emails coming, get your questions coming. And I want to thank the client that started last week from the first Periscope. I will be doing credit classes through Periscope. You'll be able to pay through my website. I'll do direct Periscopes to kind of show people how to fix credit the right way. I'll be certifying people on credit repair, helping them become credit counselors. I'm also a realtor. I'll have my broker license soon. So I'll be hiring other real estate agents to refer the business out to because I'm about tired of driving now, y'all. I love what I do. I love fixing credit. I love selling homes. I love making people's dreams come true. That is just what I do. That's just who I am. I'll tell you my story another time and hope that it will change somebody else's life. I will tell my story probably on my next Periscope. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Yes, I give it too much of my all. I'm still here at the office. I've been here since 9 o'clock because every day I get results from people's credit reports. And it's like Christmas for me. Like every day for the last 7 years, I wake up in the middle of the night wanting to get to the office to see who results came back or what I've done or did she get approved or did they accept the contract. It's like an everyday process that I'm here with the same adrenaline, the same awe, the same spirit, just trying to accomplish things. So in life, that's what you have to do. You have to give it your all if it's something that you want. Do you guys have any questions? You guys so quiet. They tell me when you're quiet, you're listening. So that's a good thing, right? I have so much information, but I can't give it all to you at one time. Oh, let me just say something really quick about statute of limitations. Whenever you make a payment on the account, you actually start the statute of limitations over. So know when that account is getting ready to fall off your credit report. Know when it's time barred from you being sued or another or being reported back to your credit report. Once you get that information, you should know not to pay on that account. If you pay 1 cent, that 7 years, that 5 years, that 4 years, whatever the statute of limitation is for your state, starts over again. So that account you had in 1999 that was about ready to fall off your credit report. Oh, he's persistent. That was about ready to fall off your credit report. You just re-aged it with 1 cent. So know which accounts to pay off. Know which ones to let fall off. It's 7 years it stays on your credit report from the date when you first missed your first payment. 7 years from that date, not 7 years from the date you opened it. A lot of people call and say, well, I've had this account since, 1977. And I'm like, well, when was the last time you paid on it? Last year. Okay, your statute of limitations started from last year. So you have 7 years from last year that is going to stay on your credit report. But 5 years here in Florida, I'm speaking, it's 5 years for collections or lawsuits. So you have 5 years that they can sue you, but an additional 2 years for it to fall off your credit report. So you really got to know how old your credit cards are, your payments are, your accounts are, so you know when and when not to pay it. And guess what? Right before it's getting ready to fall off your credit report, guess what's going to happen? They're going to sell it to a debt buyer, and then you're going to end up with a judgment. Credit cards, car loans are all purchased by debt buyers because those accounts are interest-bearing accounts and the balances never goes away. So while you're sitting there ignoring the big account and focusing on those little accounts, you're going to be in for a rude awakening just when it's about ready to fall off your credit report, because that's what they buy. That's what they purchase. Credit cards, apartment complex bills, and cars. Interest-bearing accounts. Interest always accrue on those accounts. So a $1,500 bill can easily be a $5,000 bill. The longer you let it go, and when it gets with an attorney and it gets those attorney fees, wow, wow, wow. But if you knew how to negotiate a good settlement, you won't have to worry about it. I'm your girl, Rachel Spade Hudson, the Credit Lady. Meet me on Facebook or meet me here next Thursday. I'm out. Thank you, guys. Peace.